Hi, my name is Michael. This video presentation is for my Industrial Hygiene class 3120 with Dr. Zay. My grab bag project was about the Hawk's Nest disaster. If you haven't heard of the Hawk's Nest disaster, it involved injuries and death as a result of construction of a tunnel near Gully Bridge, West Virginia. The tunnel was built in 1930 through 1931 to provide hydroelectricity power for a Union Carbide ferrosilicon alloy plant. Union Carbide decided to divert the New River to improve its power generation ability. Reinhardt and Dennis began construction of this 3-mile tunnel carrying the river under Gully Mountain. A dam was constructed immediately below Hawk's Nest to divert most of the New River flow into the tunnel. This project was considered, and still is considered, to be one of the worst industrial disasters in America's history. When Reinhardt and Dennis began construction in West Virginia, the economy was in bad shape by the time the Depression came around, and probably more severely victimized because the state was so dependent on coal mining. When the coal mining shut down, the depressed coal industry devastated the lives of the townspeople. In some counties, unemployment rose as much as 80%. People came very desperate to take any kind of job, any work, for any kind of pay, and any kind of condition. Out of nearly the 3,000 men who worked in the mine, 75% of them was uneducated and unskilled African Americans from the South. The tunnel's work schedule was 6 days a week with 2 10-hour shifts per day while breathing in all this silica dust. Miners gave very different accounts, claiming that the air was full of dust when they were directed to initiate mucking, which is a process of hauling away blasted debris in cars pulled by small locomotives, which was called dinkies. After working in a tunnel, the miners developed silicosis, which is caused by breathing small particles of crystalline silica. Once the particles are inside the lungs, they became trapped and caused areas of swelling around them. Over time, these swollen areas grew larger, breathing became increasingly difficult, and lung failure may cause death. In addition, silica exposure silicone exposure can cause cancer, tuberculosis, immunological disorders, and kidney ailment. Silicosis affected an astonishing high proportion of the short-term workforce. Acute silicosis, which is rare but highly fatal disease that is caused by brief but massive exposure to dust and high quartz content like the miners were exposed to while drilling in Hawk's Nest Tunnel. Much of the information about Hawk's Nest, the number of the workers who actually died of acute silicosis, is really uncertain. Estimates range from a low 400 to as much as 1,500 people. Official estimates place the number at 432, but the more realistic estimates of death caused by acute silicosis is 764. The Hawk's Nest Tunnel is a forgotten tragedy. If you're not from West Virginia or studying safety, or more than likely haven't heard of the Hawk's Nest Tunnel. There are a lot of men who died because of the companies that were involved didn't take necessary steps to protect their workers. If they would have provided better respirators, had better ventilation, more brakes, might have been enough to save these miners. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Have a good day.